Hi, my name is Stephen Joseph, and I'm the president and founder of EvoStream Communications. I'm also your host on this podcast, The Modern Enterprise, where we talk about everything from technology to sales, leadership, and entrepreneurship. Now, in today's video, we're going to be taking another clip from a conversation we had with one of our partners, Accedian. Accedian is a network performance and security operations management platform, and they've been a partner of ours for several years. Now, what I want to focus on today is a part of that conversation where we talked about proof of value. Proof of value is a little different than doing a proof of concept. And specifically, Greg and Michael were able to provide a lot of insight into how a customer would start a relationship with Accedian if they're looking to start to get some better information out of their network. So thanks for tuning in. We always love your feedback. So please, again, like, comment, share. And we're going to be bringing the entire long form of this conversation to YouTube as well. So I'll put that link in the comments. And if you want to hear the entire conversation, please tune in to our YouTube channel. Thanks again.
But let's say, we're in a position where, to kind of wrap this up, we're interested in the product, right? Either or both. The network performance tool and an interceptor. How do you get started? Is there a proof of concept? Is there an entry point for, say, your middle market client? Those are the customers we're normally serving, right? They're enterprise. They've got sophisticated applications, multiple locations, but they're not, Coca-Cola or, Morgan Stanley as far as their budget goes. What's sort of the entry point? How do you get customers working with you and using your product?
So, and as you said, it's a good, is it a large enterprise or medium enterprise? Is it a carrier? And we use the term now, proof of value, because we figure the concept's been done. We know it works, right? So now we're into a proof of value scenario, and basically we work with our solution engineers or our partners teams, and we do have training that people go through and so forth that helps evaluate what will be the requirements, how will this be installed, we'll be using which probes will we be using, software, hardware, and things like that. So there's a process of going through what the customer would need or use, and once again, that's also depends on the customer. Some customers have a very savvy IT technical team, and they go, just give me the what I need and I'll get it done and I'll follow up with you. To the customer that says, I don't want to do anything, can you guys actually come in here and do it? And we'll do a scope of work with them, sort out how many hours we need to do what they need to do, and do it like that. So it really goes from one to the other. And when it comes to, like, as you talked about Coca-Cola and things like that, then we have a process with our solution engineers. We get into a Jira where everything gets logged. We have documentations that are put together for scope of work. So it really depends on the type of project it's going to be. It goes through a vetting first to make sure everything is going to adhere to what the customer wants. We usually will also have a success criteria established first, right? What is the solution, or what is the issue we're trying to fix, or what is the value that we're trying to bring? Make sure that's clearly understood and that can be proven and so forth. So try to make it as efficient as possible in the sense that everybody's getting what they want. Everything's clear before we get started.
Got it. So whether you're just a broker agent and we need you to come in to do that sort of proof of value, as you mentioned, or assessment, or you're a firm like ours that does the consulting work, and we're going to kind of set the table for you. I think based on our conversation, Accedian can play an integral role amongst the customer, the carrier, and the advisor. To kind of, sum things up. So, I really appreciate you gentlemen, taking the time to dive deep into this subject today. I think, as we mentioned earlier, customers are really struggling to make sense of all of the investments that they're, subscribing to. and having tools, at the CISO level, at the operational level, as we talked about, for all industries, but specifically for those that are, really trying to transform, right, and to use data science, data analytics to make sense of, daily events, but then oftentimes, as we mentioned with the SD-WAN, long-term investments and the relationships that they're, investing in to make sure that everyone is performing, right? So, is there anything that I may have left out or missed, or you want to, kind of mention to the audience before we wrap this up?
Maybe just one thing from Michael might have something else, but one thing we didn't really touch on is Skylight Performance Analytics is a cloud-based solution. So when we talk about doing a POV or something like that, there's not a lot of legwork to do at the remote site. All the analytics, everything there is in the cloud. What we do is make sure we put the right type of probe that's giving us the right type of data that we're sending to analytics. So I don't want to scare people away that, this looks like a complicated install. Most of what we're doing is in the cloud. We just need to get that data that we're looking for and bring it to them.
Hey guys, thanks again for listening to this video. Again, we're the Modern Enterprise, and we're trying to bring leadership, entrepreneurship, and everything tech business to you through this podcast. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, of course, we love it when you direct message us on LinkedIn, comment, share this post, and please check out our YouTube channel and on Instagram or directly at www.evo-stream.com.